Everyone get ready, because today's deep dive is going to be a wild one.
Oh, yeah.
We're diving headfirst into a Hollywood mystery, more twisted than, I don't know, a pretzel factory after an earthquake.
Sounds messy. I'm intrigued. What's the story?
It's the never-ending saga of trying to get a Gambit movie made.
Oh, wow, Gambit. Now that's a story for the ages. You're talking decades of almost the studio drama and enough bad luck to make you think someone glued a Gambit voodoo doll to a studio exec's car.
It's wild, and luckily I've got an expert on all things superheroes and Hollywood absurdity to help us unpack this whole thing.
Well, I'm doing my best.
So where do we even start with this one? How does a character as cool as Gambit, the card-throwing, smooth-talking Cajun heartthrob, end up stuck in development hell for so long?
Well, you see, Gambit's journey to the big screen is less of a straight line and more like, oh, imagine a game of pinball, but the person playing has had way too much coffee.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Imagine diving into your favorite movies with sound so real. It feels like you're right there. That's the magic of BeatBuds Pro, studio-quality wireless earbuds that will take your movie nights to the next level. And right now, they're available for up to 65% off. With BeatBuds Pro, you get premium sound quality that brings every scene to life, fast charging so you never miss a moment, one-touch control for easy use, and on-the-go charging, perfect for movie marathons anywhere. Right now, you can save 30% on one set, or even 50% when you grab 3. Plus, enjoy fast shipping, a 30-day return guarantee, and 24/7 customer support. Don't wait. Check the link in the bio before it's too late.
So it's less of a graceful journey and more of a chaotic, caffeinated mess.
Exactly. It all goes back to the early 2000s when the X-Men movies were blowing up the box office. They even actually filmed a Gambit scene for X2, but they cut it.
No way, seriously. They filmed a scene and then just tossed it out? Poor Gambit can't even get a break in the editing room. What happened?
I know, right? Apparently, they decided they wanted to give him a real introduction, not just a quick cameo.
Okay, that makes sense, but still.
But the irony is that quick cameo is all he's gotten for years.
Ouch. Talk about adding insult to injury.
Yeah.
So, what happened next? Did they at least try to work him into X-Men? The Last Stand?
There were rumors, for sure. And get this, they were considering Keanu Reeves for the role. Keanu Reeves as Gambit.
Oh, that's incredible. Okay, I need a minute to process this. Keanu Reeves with a staff throwing those exploding cards. Someone get this man a contract. But it never happened, did it?
Sadly, no. The director, Bryan Singer, left to work on Superman Returns, and the new director basically said no thanks to Gambit.
So let me get this straight. Gambit got ghosted by Bryan Singer and missed out on Keanu Reeves. This is some next level bad luck.
Oh, this is just the tip of the iceberg, my friend. We're just getting started. Fast forward to 2009, and Fox decides to cash in on Wolverine's popularity with X-Men Origins. Wolverine. And guess who finally makes their live-action debut?
Don't tell me. It's Gambit, but played by like a cardboard cutout this time?
Not a cardboard cutout, but close. They cast Taylor Kitsch.
Okay, I'm actually drawing a blank. Remind me, who's Taylor Kitsch?
You know, he was in Friday Night Lights. And to be fair, he's a decent actor, but the movie itself, let's just say it wasn't exactly a critical darling.
So Gambit finally gets his big break, and it's in a movie that's, the cinematic equivalent of a wet firecracker. This is brutal. It's like someone cursed this character with nothing but bad movie mojo. But wait, this is still before Channing Tatum enters the picture, right? Mm-hmm. When does he get thrown into this whole comedy of errors?
Channing Tatum. This is where things go from regular Hollywood chaos to like a whole different level of bizarre, you know?
Right, hit me with it, I'm ready.
Okay, so Tatum, he's been openly crushing on Gambit for years. Like, straight up called him his favorite X-Man, the most real, he said.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He was basically begging studios to let him play the role.
Talk about dedication. You'd think with his level of, star power, Fox would have been throwing scripts at him left and right.
You'd think so, right? Well, get ready, because here's where things get bumpy. So 2014 rolls around, and guess what? It finally happens. Channing Tatum is officially Gambit.
It's about time.
Fans are freaking out, the internet's blowing up with casting rumors, and then the director drops out.
Not the dreaded creative differences. Is that like the kiss of death in Hollywood?
Right. But it gets worse. This wasn't just like a one-time thing. It was a revolving door of directors.
Oh, no.
Rupert Wyatt, Doug Liman, Gore Verbinski. They all signed on, then bailed.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm starting to think this Gambit movie is actually cursed. Seriously, what possible reason could all these directors have for walking away from a Channing Tatum-led superhero movie? Did they, like, accidentally wander onto the set of The Ring? Is there a spooky videotape involved or something?
It's almost as crazy as that. Look, each director had their own reasons, but it seemed to come down to a clash between, studio interference and also wanting to do something different with the character.
Different how? I mean, Gambit's not exactly known for being some brooding, angsty superhero type.
Exactly. From what I've heard, Tatum and his team, they were really pushing for a movie that really played up Gambit's, his unique personality. Think rom-com meets heist, but with a little superhero action sprinkled in.
Okay, now that actually sounds kind of amazing. I'm already picturing, Gambit wooing someone with a bouquet of roses, but they're made of exploding playing cards or something.
Right, pure entertainment. But apparently, that vision didn't really line up with what the studio had in mind. They probably had flashbacks to that Fantastic Four reboot and totally panicked.
Studio execs always choosing, save over spectacular, right?
Yeah.
But hey, you can't keep a good Cajun down for long, or determined Channing Tatum for that matter. What happened next?
Well, just when things couldn't get any weirder, Disney swoops in and buys Fox.
Oh no, that's like showing up to a party just as the host announces they're out of pizza and the karaoke machine's broken. What happened to Gambit?
The whole X-Men franchise got put on hold, including Gambit. All those years of fighting for the role, and poof, gone. Vanished like a deck of cards up Gambit's sleeve.
This is officially the saddest story in superhero movie history. Someone give Channing Tatum a hug and a starring role in a movie that actually gets made, please.
Don't worry, there's a glimmer of hope. Remember how we were talking about fate and its sense of humor?
Oh, do tell.
Just when all hope seemed lost, Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool 3 come in to save the day.
Wait, seriously? Gambit was in Deadpool 3.
In a hilarious, super meta, blink and you'll miss it cameo.
Okay, I need details. Seriously, you gotta spill the tea. How does Gambit, a character who's been stuck in development hell for ever finally appear on screen, even if it's just a cameo?
Only Ryan Reynolds could pull something like this off. They snuck Channing Tatum into Deadpool 3 for a quick scene, and let me tell you, everyone's talking about it.
I bet. It's like this amazing Easter egg for all those fans who've been waiting decades for this.
Yeah.
Okay, but what was the cameo like?
It was perfect. Short, sweet, and totally something Deadpool would do. They poked fun at the whole Gambit movie thing, but in a way that was funny, not mean.
Okay, now I'm extra bummed I haven't seen Deadpool 3 yet.
Yeah.
But be honest, on a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing did Channing Tatum look as Gambit? Did he finally get to rock that, signature trench coat and Cajun accent?
11 out of 10, easy. He looked like he walked right out of the comics, I'm telling you. Fans went nuts. Plus, Ryan Reynolds himself even said publicly that Tatum is the perfect Gambit, no question.
He's totally right.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe this cameo was a blessing in disguise. Like a little taste, to get everyone hungry for more.
A little amuse-bouche. And hey, with the new X-Men reboot happening over at the MCU, this could be the start of something big.
Right. It's like someone at Marvel was listening to our deep dive and was like, hey, they're onto something.
The possibilities. A solo Gambit movie? Maybe a team up with Deadpool? Or how about a crossover with the Fantastic Four? That'll really mess with things.
Okay, now we're just getting greedy. But I kind of love it. It really goes to show you sometimes the most chaotic, hilarious, and downright weird journeys lead to the coolest places.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And there you have it, folks. The unbelievable, or should I say almost unbelievable, saga of getting Gambit onto the big screen. Near misses, studio drama, and one very determined Channing Tatum. What a ride.
Only in Hollywood. Sometimes reality is wilder and way funnier than anything you could make up.
And that is a wrap on this edition of The Deep Dive. Be sure to join us next time when we'll be exploring another corner of the crazy, wonderful world of pop culture.